What's up, guys? Back at it again in the garage with another cheap inverter. I don't know if you guys can see it or not. There we go, right there. This one's 150 watts. I paid a whopping $14.99 on Amazon for this bad boy. But let's go ahead and bust her open and see what we got. Here's the user manual, and we'll take a quick gander at that. So what you got: cigarette lighter plug, indicator light, AC output, USB ports, 2 are 1 amp and 2 are 2 amp, card slot, sick, digital display, and cooling fan. Nice. And that is just about it, you know. Waveform, modified sine wave, at least they tell you. It's 250 grams. Yeah, maybe. Let's get this bad boy out of here. And it does not, like the other ones, have a detachable cord. So it does appear to fit in the cup holder. Alright, and it's weirdly shaped, but it's supposed to go into a cup holder. And I'm guessing this is what they're calling the card slot. Nice. There's far more things, but they do put a hefty fan on it. Right there. And they clearly say 150 watts. Clearly said. Alright, so let's get to testing this thing. So what I'll do is I'll hook up the USB tester, which I think I already have running right now. So let's go ahead and give her a shot. So we're gonna hook this bad boy up and see what she's got. So basically what we're gonna do is take the cord here with my one hand and see if she even turns on. All right, and it does, and it says we have 13.1 volts, which is about right. So we got that going, and the fan is instantly running. Listen to that noise. I think it's loud. It smells like Chinese electronics. Perfect. Let me turn this thing down. Let's plug in the USB to a 1 amp one and give it a test. Oh, flip her over, Kyle. Here we go. So it does. It has 5 volts on it. So let's bump it up to. Ooh, not that much. And we'll creep it on up. And it's holding steady at 5 volts, and I'll give it 1.1. And then move on to the other one, which is supposed to be 2.1 amps. And it does give you an indicator which one you're using. Huh. So does it increase with the amperage? That's pretty accurate. That's actually a decent feature, I guess. Oh, it does. Oh, okay. So 2 amps. It's reading 2 amps. 2.2 amps. 2.2 amps. Now let's see if she creeps on up to higher. Oh wow, okay. We make it to 3. Okay, so wow, why would you undersell that? So these are rated, or supposedly rated at 2.1, but they actually will handle 3.1. So technically you can fast charge with this. Huh, and it still holds at 5 volts. No issues. So that's the USB ports tested. Nice. Okay, so now we're going to move on to testing the sine wave, which we already know it's modified, but I always do this test, and I'm going to continue to do this test. Is it going to blow me up? It is not. So what I'll do is unplug them, show you guys. And that's exactly what it is. It is, and the glare is killing me. Well, so yeah, it is a modified sine wave for sure. So we got that tidbit of info. Yeah. Oh wow, it's actually stuck in there. Oh god. Okay. That plug is overly tight. So let's go ahead and hook up the light bulbs and see what she's got. Now the question would be is if this thing gives you an amp reading for, oh okay, let me turn this down first. Okay, we got it. An amp reading for that. So she's hooked up to that, and I'll increase it to see what we got. Okay, we do. We have 57 watts, and let's bump her up to 150 and see if she handles it. Oh, I did kick it out, but the fan's still running. Alright, so it comes back in, so it does have current protection. So we'll bump it back up to that. Oh god. Oh god. Okay. Keep going up until we fine tune her to 150. Alright, so we're right at 150. As you can see, and the fan did start speeding up, as you can hear. The light bulb is shining bright like a diamond. So we got 150. Now let's continue on to the temperature test. Alright, we're going to start recording for the 5-minute test. So keep an eye on this little clock right here so that you can see that 5 minutes has lapsed, and we're going to have the thermal imaging camera going as well, and you'll see how fast his wires heat up, if they heat up. So I got the test done. It actually performed really well, other than this wiring, but this isn't as hot as the other ones. So this thing is actually working pretty good. And it was $14.99. The USB ports are actually overpowered what they rate them for. So we're going to move on to taking this bad boy apart and see what's inside. Boom, boom. So let's dig into this thing. Let's see what she's got. I can already tell that these screws are not exactly in there very well. So and this is what we got. So we'll move on to these screws. These are the only screws I see on the outside, so who knows, we might have to pop the face off of this thing. Let's see what we got on the inside. Oh, okay, got it. And it appears to be some like oil, which I'm fairly certain that these are the oiled bushing style fans. So they're not gonna have no ball bearing fans or anything in this thing. There's a fuse. Appears to be a 25 amp fuse. Actually, there is screws on this end. It's underneath this little cover here. Appears to be. Okay. Ah, there we go. So I got this. And to think I was just about to rip this thing apart. Which would have been fine. Which I'm doing anyways. There's the display. I took apart another one that had the same display. Unfortunately, I somehow deleted the video. I was highly upset with myself. So this isn't the right screwdriver. Swapperoni. Take this bad boy out of here. Well, I don't know how that happened. Oh. Yeah. Throwing my screwdrivers across the garage. Alright, last screw is out. Let's see if she pops out of there. She does. And there we go. We got the board. Let's see, I'm seeing a trend here when it comes to cooling these things, and they're just making brackets that go across the top here, which, I mean, to be fair, I guess works. And then the fan just blows over top of that. You'll see here. Well, that's interesting. This board's like, you know, the shape of the cup. This so some design aspects went into that. But there's your fuse, probably your only fuse. So let me check in here. I doubt there's any fuse in here. Most of them I've been looking at don't even have a fuse. Yep. It's just hardwired in there, soldered on the inside there. So this thing actually performed pretty darn good. This wire actually didn't get, I mean, it got within 10 degrees of some of the other ones, but in the scheme of things, all of them have been doing that, so I'm not really kind of judging it, which, that's a little loose, but there you go. Sum things up, guys. This little bad boy actually works pretty good for what it is and what it costs. I don't recommend buying these by any means, just for the sheer fact that they're modified sine wave, and you can, now if you were, and I keep saying this, if you were just charging something that really doesn't require a pure sine wave, like one of these Ryobi chargers, this right here, if you're using one of these like on a job site or Milwaukee or whatever, probably be good. No issues. Some of your laptop chargers really don't care either, so you'd be all right using that, or using this for that with no issues. But it handled 150 watts with no issues, other than this getting a little toasty. And like I said, I've been seeing that, and it's a trend. It's just this isn't the right size. I think we got up to 120 degrees Fahrenheit. Well, yeah. That's going to conclude it. I'm going to slap this back together. I'd really like to use some of these components to build my own power bank, which like the one I got right here, in the future. So I'm kind of new at this YouTube thing, but like and subscribe. And if you want to see some content or recommend a video, leave a comment. You guys have a good one.